Oh. Hey, come here, you.
What are you doing up there? Come down. If you fall off, don't come crying to me. You've caught enough. Come on, young man. Leave some behind in the sky.
Will you put them in the eyepiece so we can see?
Righto. Make yourselves comfortable. You're about to find out what a good-for-nothing your grandpa was in his youth. Now then, a long time ago, your grandpa used to be a young boy. In fact, it was so long ago, fairies used to live among the people. Your grandpa was great friends with the kind-hearted fairy Firtos. She became so fond of this land and its people that she decided to build a castle. Well, people from all over the area came to offer her an helping hand. Your grandpa was getting under everyone's feet, so to keep him out the way, Firtos gave him a flute. Because as we all know, work is much more fun with some beautiful music. With Firtos' spells and the help of the magic tunes from the flute, the building work went so quickly that by afternoon, the tower had been completed. In those days, your grandfather had a good friend, a cockerel who was able to speak. This cockerel was always around and workers became really fond of him, so they moulded an iron weathercock to look just like him. Inevitably, the news of the construction reached the ears of Tartód, Firtos' evil sister. Now, Tartód was the complete opposite of her sister. She just could not stand there being happiness around her. Quickly, she moved in to cause trouble for Firtos.
Hello, sister! This one looks like a gnome. Any relation to Toddy?
Indeed he is. This gnome was Tartód's minion, and he'd do anything for her.
You seem to think that you alone are the mistress of this land. You decided to build a castle without
As
discussing it
Tartód
with
continued to spout her
you're
fury,
doing it
your
with
grandfather and the
humans?
cockerel listened from behind the door.
creatures.
Wow, she really is going for it this time.
My young master, let's get out of here. This is a family matter.
Tartód made it clear that befriending mere humans is not befitting of a fairy. She furiously vowed that she would build a much bigger and stronger castle by the first light of the dawn.
May my name not be Tartód if my castle is not greater than yours. Let's go!
You're my sister and I love you.
And with that, she stormed out with her henchman in tow. The cockerel followed her, curious to see how she would achieve such a task. There he watched as she summoned demons, ghouls, and all sorts of evil spirits.
Flying and dancing! Round and round goes the castle. Arms of demons, claws of devils. Make it ready.
Eager to please his mistress, the gnome made his own weathercock, but as soon as he placed it on top of the tower, the whole castle collapsed. Tartód's wrath was greater than ever. She banished the foolish gnome. Meanwhile, at Firtos' castle, unaware that he was lurking nearby, the fairy revealed her greatest secret to your grandfather.
Can you see that hold stone? That is the foundation stone of my castle. I have poured into it my strongest spell. As long as the spell keeps the stone intact, the walls of the castle will stand.
As soon as he heard about the spell, the gnome scurried off to tell Tartód of her sister's secret. Wasting no time, she ordered her servants to seek out the stone and steal it. By the light of the moon, all three of them set off with a strong iron pole. They pushed it through the hole in the stone and lifted it away. Hearing the noise, your grandfather moved to his window. Seeing what was happening, he quickly jumped on the stone to see where it was headed.
No way! And he's always telling me off for climbing trees.
As soon as they were low enough, your grandfather sprang into action and rolled under the bushes to see what would happen next. Just as he did, he started to hear a strange humming noise. It was the cockerel. Tartód must have found him lurking around, for his feet were tied and his beak was bound. The ropes were so tight that not even your grandfather was able to free him. Then he suddenly noticed his friend was frantically gesturing with his beak. "What would you like?" he asked. "Of course, the flute." So he pulled out his pipe and started to play, and that was it. The ropes magically fell away, and as soon as his beak was free, he crowed with such power that above the mountains dawn broke. While hovering right over Tartód's castle, the iron bar split in two and the magic stone fell with shattering force. The tower was crushed, the walls started to crumble, and the whole lot of them were swallowed by the earth.
That's why they bound the cockerel.
Correct, Rika. The castle had to be ready by dawn.
And the magic stone?
It rolled downhill next to the village of Korond, and it's still there today.
Wow.
So Tartód built this castle just like the one in Uncle Moses' story.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, you know, the one about the secular bricklayers who built a wall so badly that by the time they'd finished, all they had was a pavement.
Good fairy Firtos.
I had no idea that Grandpa was so brave.
Absolutely. The apple don't fall far from the tree. And you, Rika, remind me of Firtos. All right, now, it's bedtime.
Good night,
night,
Sir Mano.
The time has come, Zete.
I know. I'm going to bed.
The time has come to give you this. Take good care of it. It was carved from a sprout of the fable tree when it was still young, and it has served the tree well since then. From now on, it's yours. Use it wisely.
Thank you. I'll have all sorts of adventures with this.
We will.